that was very sensual. You know, it's funny, we just had this megathon here at TV 30, as many of you know, and it's amazing how all the men, just in the space of time of taping this show, how many men have come through the door recognizing Dee right away, because if there was nothing else that they remember, it was the belly dancer. And people were calling, bring her back, okay? It's the sensual thing is something that people really latch onto.
Yes.
Which is healing in itself.
It's
because
very healing.
It helps women to get in touch with that inner sensual goddess, right?
The woman's side of you. It feels like I've had to have my man's side of me forward to protect me, but when I get into dancing, it allows the woman's side of me to come on out and to just grace my inner beauty upon the world.
It's important because I call it being in yang overdrive, you know, when women are always, you know, putting that aggressive yang side out there, and some of us are actually losing touch with our feminine side.
Yes.
But another thing that also struck me was when you were showing me some of the undulation, you know, and you were telling me that it was actually used for childbirth.
Yes, it is. I can stand up.
Sure, please.
If you think about it, for the women who have had babies, when you go into labor, I remember clearly having had 4 children of my own, it felt like an ocean wave. It came in and went out. It came in and it went out. And if you think about it, when you undulate, this is like an ocean wave. This helps the baby coming out. It helps it soothing, it's a soothing ocean wave, because if you think about it, if you're experiencing tension on the outside, what is this baby feeling on the inside? And so if you start relaxing on the outside and working with the ocean wave and going with the ocean wave.
Going with your inner flow.
Yes.
And bringing it outside.
The baby is working with the flow too, and it gradually moves down. And this is pre-Lamaze. This is before Lamaze. Lamaze has been around 60 years now, something like this. The breathing technique, which is wonderful, and I've used it, and it was wonderful, and really helped tremendously.
Yeah, but I think I would have preferred to have done it this way.
Yes, and there is one other. We use when I'm teaching, I show them how to use the muscles here. And there's the bottom muscle, the very core muscle, and it's a rocking motion back and forth. And if you bring it right up above the pelvic bone, is a rocking motion back and forth again, and it's bigger. And this too helps with the childbirth, because law of gravity is pulling it down, not this on your back
on your back, yeah.
It's this. And being able to get down, and you go down on your knees, and you can rock back and forth as the child is coming out, and it helps ease the labor of the child, and it goes with the law of gravity, and it also goes with the law of pain.
Okay. All right, well, now tell me about how, well, let me just say this first, because I noticed when you dance that a lot of it is very similar to much of the isolation movement when we do African dance, and when I do warm-ups and everything, you have to go through the isolation movements, you know, isolating the various parts and muscles of the body, okay? But this goes all the way back to ancient Africa, yes?
Yes, it does, but actually it goes even further than that. Now, we all know, we all think about it as this was a dance to for men to seduce them and entertain them back when we had the harems. But it was deeper than that, because it was a woman's dance, and was basically a birthing dance, because it's very, very, very powerful when you get a room full of women dancing, and it raises the energy. However, most people know about that, but I just recently found out that it goes even further than that. Belly dancing is the original dance. It was a dance to the goddess, but it was dance to the gods, and it was a spiritual dance, and it goes back to the shamans of the village, who were also the medicine men and women, because there were women shamans. They were the original dancers, and the dancing brought forth their visions, and they helped them bring bring it into it. It's very powerful.
Well, you know, it makes sense because I know that in all aspects of the arts, going way back, that it was the domain of the holy person, the sage, the shaman,
Yes.
and because you're bringing in such high energies.
Yes.
So, and you had mentioned also about with women getting together and raising the energy. So it makes sense that this would be something that was used in ritual.
Yes, it is, and it's very, very powerful because as we're speaking and as I've been dancing, I've raised the energy, and I have this tremendous amount of energy going on here between my hands. And if you put your like this, I let you feel the energy that I have.
Oh,
now
yeah.
I could go in between and feel
Wow.
that.
Wow.
Feel it then and pull it out and bring it in. And that amazing amount of energy.
Ooh. Now imagine a bunch of women in a room getting together and do that. Man, we could heal the world.
Yeah, yes, yes, and I actually use it when I perform. I am Reiki trained, and it just automatically started coming to me as I was doing Reiki. Little did I know that I was doing Reiki until someone told me that I was doing Reiki, and so when I am doing a Reiki session on somebody, I actually start dancing. It's like I go into a trance and I just start dancing on them, and it's amazing the amount of energy that happens when I do it.
Now, for our viewers that don't know about Reiki, would you just explain Reiki? You know like the 30-second synopsis of what Reiki is. It's energy healing. It is energy healing.
It
using
is.
the life force energy, Rei,
Yes.
you know, and the chi or ki, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's mind-blowing to think about being able to incorporate the two and how one just naturally flows in and out
Yes.
of the
Yes.
other.
Yes.
You know, now we're going to see another dance. And with this one, it's going to have a slightly more festive kind of up-tempo.
And it was, dancing is traditionally done, the belly dancing is traditionally done at baby showers, at weddings, bridal showers, because it's a very joyous dance, and it's the beginning, and it's wishing the couple a lot of a happy journey, and it's blessing them. But the same thing with when a baby has been born, it's blessing the baby and welcoming them into the world. And so generally, yes, a lot of cultures do incorporate belly dancing into their festivities.
Okay, well, let's let our viewers be blessed by the wonderful movement that you're going to bring and allow the energy to heal and flow toward you.